How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to Ambro's Landscaping YouTube channel. Today's video, we got a new item in today for our Hustler X1, which is right behind me, which is the JRCO Dethatcher. Either way you say it, either JRCO or JRCO, I call it JRCO. So, yeah, awesome. But anyways, in today's video, we just got it today. Ordered it about a week and a half ago, and they put it all together. So we got a couple jobs, especially one of our largest condo associations wants a small dethatching done. Though we're getting pretty close to the end date of when we can really dethatch, we're going to go ahead and try to do it anyways. Of course, we've been having some really hot weather, and so we're going to wait till it hopefully cools down and get some rain. That way it doesn't stress the lawn out too much. We're actually going to head over to our grandparents' house and test it out a little bit. From what I've heard is that some of the bolts on it could possibly break if there's too much pressure on it. So of course we want to test it out, kind of get to know what to do before we take it over to our large condo and start working on it. And then that way, if anything breaks and anything needs to be tweaked, we can definitely do it there, and that we're not doing it there on the job and wasting time. So we're over at my house right now. I got a few shots of it, and so we're gonna go ahead and load it up, and that's gonna be fun because it's gonna take a lot of space in the trailer. But we're gonna go ahead and load it up, and we'll see you guys over at the grandparents' house, and we'll go ahead and test it out there. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so we're over at the grandparents' house, and so you've probably seen this yard plenty of times. Actually, just a few videos back, the striping at grandparents' house, we're using this backyard. So this yard I don't think has ever been dethatched before, and it's got quite a bit in it. So we're just going to test it out. Like I said, I don't think it's going to look that good. There's tons of dandelions. We've already sprayed the front yard, and we're going to be spraying the backyard later this week or possibly next week. And then we're also going to do another video on that. We're going to do a video on our spray tank that we just bought from North Star, something like that. I think that's the brand, I'm not sure. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the Thatcher and see how well it does. So far, just transporting it, it seems pretty flimsy. Later on, we're going to do a review, of course, once I put some more hours on it. But just from what I've seen so far, I'm be very cautious when, especially this is the 60-inch. This is the HD, the heavy-duty one. I think it has like heavy-duty casters or wheels or something like that. And so we'll talk about price later. But it does seem pretty flimsy, and so especially when you're kind of going from site to site or whatever like that, or just on the driveway, it kind of flexes and bounces all over the place. And so from that, it doesn't seem like it's going to last too long, or I'm going to have to replace some things, or things possibly could get bent. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but who knows. So we're going to go ahead and get started on thatching. We'll see how well it does. We're just going to do a few passes. What I've heard about these, the JRCO Dethatchers, is that they're not like the power rake. These ones are just these metal tines that just kind of get dragged through the grass. So it takes kind of a few passes to really get a lot of stuff up. Of course, we're going to be sucking it up. So we're going to be thatching and then mowing at the same time to suck it up into the bagging system, and then we're just going to dump it here on the property and pick it up later, since we don't have the time to, of course, throw it in the truck and go dump it and stuff like that. So since it's the grandparents' property, we can definitely do that. That's no problem at all, and they're completely cool with it. But like I said, let's go ahead and get started on dethatching. Alright guys, so that was just a little demonstration of the JRCO Dethatcher. Like I said, some things that I didn't like about it, did like about it. The things I did not like about it is the locking mechanism to lift it up and lower it. Sometimes they get stuck. I actually had a problem, a rock got stuck in there, and so it was not allowing me to lower it or raise it. And then sometimes you just got to reach out so far and pull it up, and so that kind of, and then with all that weight, especially on the 60-inch, that's a lot of weight on your wrists, and so your wrists start turning after a while. One thing I did notice is that you can start turning around a little bit faster. The wider the turns, the better. Of course, since the Thatcher's sticking out a little bit further than what the mower can reach, you're gonna have to go over that a couple times, but other than that, that's no problem. Overall, it just seems really cheap to me. The price, I paid $692, and then I had to pay $70 freight on top of that. That price could differ depending on your dealer and where you live. I think this came from the Midwest, I'm not sure where, but since I'm over on the West Coast, that's probably why it took a little bit more. So, and then of course with tax, so I think with tax, let's see, tax, shipping, and the Dethatcher, it came up to $829. So luckily we got some dethatching jobs that will definitely pay for that, so I'm not worried about it, which is why we invested in one. And of course anything else from there will just be able to make profit and of course make more. Like I said, I do have the power rake. The thing is that a power rake is just takes a lot more time. Even though it comes with this bagging system, it does not work at all. You have to rake up the whole entire yard, and trust me, we did a yard. Actually, some of our striping video yards are one of the yards that we do. We actually used a power rake for the whole entire yard, and man, that was a good 5-6 hour day of literally raking it up and then doing it over. I think we did like 2 or 3 passes, but it does do a thorough job of really getting it out. Another thing, helpful tip, one thing that is nice about these with the metal tongs is that it doesn't damage your sprinkler heads like a power rake would. So that's one of the nice things about it, where usually if we did a dethatching job, we would have to put flags out to flag all the sprinkler heads so we could go around them. With this one, luckily we don't have to do that, just because it doesn't. Usually the heads are pretty deep where the tines won't reach it. If anything, it just kind of skims right over it. So that's one of the nice things about it. So like I said, we'll do a whole pros and cons video. I'm just kind of rambling on talking, but that's definitely one of the things, some of the things I noticed so far just with using this. I'm actually going to be doing my thatching later next week, so we'll get some videos of that, the whole entire place. Luckily, it's not as bad as this place, so it shouldn't take as many passes. So I'm really hoping that this thing works out. Like I said, we'll keep you posted. Once we put some hours through, and we'll throw out a review to you guys. But I just want to keep you guys updated, let you guys know what's going on. We got some more videos coming up. We have Ride Shotgun episode 6, I believe, is coming really soon. So we're going to go ahead and get this posted, hopefully tonight, if not the next day. Today is Thursday, I think. I don't even know the date. The 31st. So almost happy April, yeah. And then, oh yeah, and then next week, of course, we start our weekly mowings. So things are gonna get really busy here. My goal is to, for sure, at least get 1 video a week to you guys. Last year, we had a hard time getting some videos out, just because we got so busy, especially when I went solo for a while. Just, with recording and then busting out your jobs as fast as possible, it's really hard to get some really good footage. That way it's not too boring. But like I said, we're at least gonna get 1 video out to you guys a week. Is my goal and my promise, hopefully this year. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below on maybe some things and some questions you guys have about the JRCO or JRCO Dethatcher, what you liked, didn't like, and we will see you guys next time on Ambro's Landscaping.